If I win, I'm taking all the credit. If I lose, I'm taking zero credit.
Make the best man win.
Biggest surprise for me today is Jamie's DC2.
It was a long day at the office for you today, wasn't it?
It was pretty much what I thought would happen. That's fully on the rear quarter as well, so that's probably this whole piece needs spraying. All right then guys, welcome to the video, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, we're not in a usual place, and that's because we're down at the OG Battles Battleground. It's a very foggy morning, and all the cars you can see are arriving as we speak. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm down here in the S2000 today because I'm going to be racing against Jesse in his EJ Coupe, Georgia in her mapped EP3, and Jamie in his DC2. So it should be a really interesting one today, an all Honda affair. But there's also 3 other races going on today. So I thought I'd just bring you guys along to show you behind the scenes of what actually goes on. I'll give you a little walk around of what's here and we'll go from there. So here we have my S2000, and this thing is just running standard power. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I also have nothing to prove because I have no real performance mods. And then we've got Jamie's Integra DC2 here. You guys know this has got a couple of little bits on it. B series still at the moment, but almost a standard car. It's got the different ECU. We've got Georgia's EP3 here, mapped, running 254 brake horsepower, similar to my car. And then we've also got Jesse's EJ Coupe as well. So this is the first race of the day, I believe. So it should be really interesting. But at this point in time, I have no idea what's going to happen. So I guess you guys probably already know what's happened because you probably just watched Jamie's video to do with this. But all the other cars are starting to show up now. We've got BMWs here. There's an M4 down there. I believe this MR2 has got something cool in the engine bay as well. So let's go check that out. Look in the engine bay of this thing. Absolutely crazy. Big turbo. Look at that exhaust as well. This is going to be spicy. I think this is running like 550 brake. I could be wrong. All the stats I'm not really sure because everyone's literally just shown up, so I haven't even chatted to the owner of this thing yet. Mahir from MK Performance has showed up in his EP3 here, even though that's not doing any racing today. Here is the runway. You can't really see anything because it's still super foggy, but it does seem to be clearing a bit compared to when we first got here. So we've been here about half an hour, so all the cars have just moved now. We've got Jamie here. He's starting to set up some stuff in his car as well. Just getting some of the cars warmed up. Right, so we've got Jamie inside now, sorting out the GoPros, and this is the stuff you never see in the videos.
I actually do a lot of this behind the scenes myself, so
yeah,
man,
to see,
doing a do.
Yeah, today's gonna be interesting. I think I've got the least to lose because I've got standard power.
Do you know what? I say you and me both because
yeah.
I take no credit for the state of tune that car is. I bought it like that, you know what I mean? So if I win, I'm taking all the credit. If I lose, I'm taking zero credit. You know, so, but yeah, no, I think if I could give you my kind of pre-race guess on who's gonna win, I think on a roll, I think Georgia in the red EP3, she's gonna win because she's the most power, and I think she's a similar weight to this car. Closely followed by you, I would say.
You reckon?
You or the EJ, and then me last. And then on the drag, I think you might have it.
You reckon?
If it dries up, simply because, again, I haven't launched a stock one of these, so I'm not sure, but like launching rear-wheel drive cars, generally they do a little bit better than their front-wheel drive counterparts at the same power, simply because of weight transfer. It's going to send all the weight to the back, dip, grip, and go. And I think you'll get off. I think most of us will see a mid to low 5, 0 to 60 if we can pedal him off the line. This, depending, might hit a 4, you know?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't rate yourself like that,
Well, so, backstory, I haven't actually had this car for 3 months because it's been away getting some stuff happening.
Okay.
Which I pulled it out of that just to come here today.
Okay.
So but literally,
you haven't driven it for a long time.
I picked it up 2 days ago. I didn't drive it yesterday, and I've driven here. And today, driving here is the longest drive I've done in it since like 3 months ago.
I've driven that car 5 times, so that's my excuse. But I reckon I'll outpedal all of you, if I'm honest.
Well, you've got the most experience,
If you guys can't drive properly, yeah, you're going to see what this little low-powered 1.8 can do, for the most part. If you guys can all get down the track with no fuss, I think, yeah, I'm coming last in everything. Yep. But I reckon it will be a close last. I don't know who with though.
I know, that's why I think it's so interesting. I think it's going to go EP3, EJ, me, you, or you will beat me.
Really? You think I'll beat you, yeah?
Just because I'm like completely standard ECU everything, like even though it's like not a crazy tune on yours, you've still got Vtec at 4.5.
Yeah,
Is it 4? 4.5?
4.5 coming.
Yeah, so like mine's still up at 6.2.
Okay.
So like, I don't know, and these, once they're in the power, it's all right, but it's getting there.
Got it, yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah,
I really don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't, but it's going to be cool because you've got the F series, you've got a B series, and you've got a K swap, and you've got a K series.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. Who knows? Varying weights, varying powers. You know, so it's anyone's guess. But I definitely, if I was a betting man, I would say that Georgia she's gonna win something today.
Yeah.
She's gonna win something.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah. And obviously coming from the EP3 world, because I know I'm probably not gonna win, I'm rooting for the EP3.
That's it, innit? Root for the team.
As you can see, we've got camera this way. We've got a camera obviously pointing at me whilst driving, and then we've got the GPS like tracker piece bit here as well. So my car is fully ready to go. So now these cameras are in, as you can see, Jesse's car has moved, and that's because it's all the way over there, getting some of the beauty shots that when you see the video, Jamie talking about the numbers and what have you, each car will go over there and get the shots that are for that section of the video. So just getting all of the beauty shots that you'll see in the video, getting those done at the moment, because we're first up. I think we're just waiting for the runway to dry, so it's just started drizzling a little bit. As you can see, the fog has now cleared, so we can actually see the runway. But yeah, pretty mad to see the car out here, like on a runway by itself, actually. It's pretty cool. Sun is coming out, but it does seem to be like raining or drizzling or something. But all my B-roll shots are done now, so it's just a waiting game actually, and then they're still doing the beauty shots for the other cars as well. So I assume whilst that happens, track will dry, hopefully. Fingers crossed if it does stop raining. So guys, got Jesse here. What do you reckon is going to happen today?
Do you know what? I know I've got it on weight. I'm the lightest.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not the most power. I know, well, yours has got more power than mine. George's has got more power than mine. The DC2 has got less power than all of ours, but is light as well.
Yeah.
So he's lighter than you two. I'm lighter than all of you. Mate, I think George is going to win.
Yeah.
Power. Once weight kind of doesn't play a massive part, I think George is just going to have it simply because of power and mid-range torque.
Yeah.
Mate, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
So Jamie thinks I've got a chance just because I got rear-wheel drive.
On the launch, 100%.
But also George doesn't have an LSD, and we all do. Have you got an LSD?
I've got an LSD.
Yeah. They come with them standard.
And this has got an LSD?
Yeah.
Okay, that changes it a little bit.
I think it's between, for first and second, it's between you and Georgia, and then it's me and Jamie for third or fourth.
It'll be close with you and Jamie. How close you'll be to us, I don't know. I think you're right with that. I think just simply because of, I didn't realise how light these actually were, but simply because of weight, I don't know. I think you're gonna have a big gain on the launch though, just because of the rear wheel drive aspect. But it's gonna be fun either way, mate.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be super fun, and yeah, we've all won because we all got Hondas.
All into Hondas, yeah, exactly. May the best man win. Or woman.
Oh yeah, all women. This all just came back all of a sudden. It's like we've gone back in time, back to the morning. I'm hoping this is going to pass again. I just wasn't expecting this to come back. Now it's come to the point where we're going to do the interview section of the video for Jamie's channel. So we're going to jump in and I guess have a chat about what's going to happen. This is weird because obviously you would have seen what's happened already, yet we at this point in time don't know what's going on. So anyway, let's jump into this interview. Right, it's time to jump in the car, do some warm-up runs, test out the runway and get used to this sort of thing before we then get into the proper runs. I'm going to jump out in the car and get this car warm, and then it's race time. Just going to follow Jamie out now. A lot of stones picking up on these NS2Rs. No idea what's going to happen. It's going to be super interesting, but God, this side of the track, this is annoyingly the side of the track I'm at. There is so many stones here. Let's just do a little test launch. Jesse's car does sound sick. George's EP3 sounds good too. It is proper weird just driving off into the abyss because it is still so foggy, but this is my only real chance to do any sort of practices, so I'm gonna actually line up at the start line and just see what happens. See, once it gets going, it's good. Oh, it's gonna be I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen. So many questions I have which are gonna get answered today. God, Jamie's car sounds cool too. I guess it's race time, guys. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Here we go. I thought I'd bring you along for a run. Yeah. Oh, Jesse takes it on that one. That was closer. That might have been my best run yet. No matter what I do, there's no way I'm catching the other cars today. This just doesn't have it in it, I don't think. But biggest surprise for me today is Jamie's DC2. I thought they would be between us at the back, but his just goes. Just absolutely flies off the line.
Hey, mate, it was a long day at the office for you today, wasn't it?
It was pretty much what I thought would happen. I didn't miss any gears. I think it's literally that Vtec's so high up that I'm just not in power until like 6.2, and you guys are gone by then.
I thought it should be a lot quicker.
Really, you think?
Yeah.
No, see, yours has surprised me the most today.
Surprised me too, bro. What the fuck's going on? Like, little 1.8 of that.
Who actually won all of that? I don't know.
Jesse.
Did he?
Yeah, he's the main man today. Georgia won a drag race.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. I won the first one, Georgia won the second one, Jesse won the third one, then on the grudge match, I nearly won. Jesse beat me at the end.
Oh, really?
But Georgia was coming too.
So now we're gonna do the sound check for all of the cars. As you saw by the results, it was pretty much exactly what I thought, apart from Jamie's DC2, which was way faster than I think any of us were expecting, to be honest. I think this is the first time Jamie's actually driven it here as well. Right, Jamie's just done his, now it's time for me to jump in mine and do mine. Right, that's it. All of us in the Honda's done, so I'm going to drive it back to over and get all this camera stuff that's Jamie's, get it out. Seems crazy to leave now, so I'm going to stick around and watch all the other races, so I guess I'll bring you some of that stuff as well. And there we go, that's the S2000 done, and the major upset I guess for me of the day is, looks like I think Jesse's car must have flicked up a stone. Yeah, fully gone all through all the paint. It's hit it super hard, so don't really know how I'm going to sort that out either, because if you look, that's fully on the rear quarter as well, so that's probably this whole piece needs spraying. Jamie's just lining everyone up for the drag race. This is going to be interesting. So unfortunately it has started to rain, which is a real shame. So I've moved the S2000 next to the track just here, and then now we've got a Supra versus like the MR2 that's got a K20 turbo. These guys are about to start their first roll race, so here we go. So as you can see, we're now lining up for the drag race. This is going to be interesting. This MR2 is ridiculous. Here we go. Now it's time for this Corsa and this K-swapped coupe down here as well. So that's the last race of the day. Should be an interesting one, that's for sure. So just doing the warm-up runs, and this Civic's just destroyed fourth gear. Quick little thing, just gonna go for a quick ride in this Tesla. I've never been in a Tesla before, so let's see what it's like.
What's actually broke on a Civic then? Is it diff or the gears?
I think
the gearbox.
Fourth.
He's lost fourth, and then all the bits of fourth have then gone in, and oh my god!
That's just sideways. Stupid.
Yeah, that is some talk.
What?
And how much did you say this weighs? 2.2 tons.
2.2 tons, and it moves like that.
Yeah, that is.
That's the bit, isn't it?
My seatbelt was locked down here.
So what's this like compared to that plaid then, James?
Compared to the plaids?
Yeah.
Oh, imagine you imagine a plaids this times 3.
Really? By 3? I didn't even notice the roof.
The only thing I'm not keen on is no noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this have like launch mode now, or is it just put
Really
flat?
put your foot down. Like, you put your foot on the brake and it does nothing. So you go like left for a brake and just.
Gee, so that's just a normal pull away, like full throttle. That's not even launching. Jesus.
You could pretty much demolish most things off the light then.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
So they actually decided to shoot a feature on this Corsa. It is absolutely mental. The driver is a nutcase as well. What a legend, because there was no car to race this thing that was sort of similar power level, which is a shame. All right, guys. So, well, Jamie, just want to say thanks for having me down
My pleasure,
today.
man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and not beating me.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was pretty surprised at your DC2, to be honest. Like, I really wasn't
Bro,
expecting
me
to do
too.
what it
Do
did.
you know, I come in today like thinking, as long as I don't come last for at least one race, I'll be happy. I was pleasantly surprised. On the first roll race, I thought, okay, I've got a chance. And then on a drag race, I thought, all right, boys, I'm in this one. So no, honestly, it done me proud. It done me proud.
I got to watch, and I had nothing to gain. Like, I had everything to gain. But yeah, stock car. So like, I think if we'd done the roll at 50, I reckon I would have had more of a chance because at 40, I'm just out of Vtec. With this, the gears are so long that like once I'm in, six. But everything feels like probably like a fourth gear in your car. So either way, I knew I wasn't ever going to win any of them anyway. So it doesn't matter.
It's been great having you here. Anyway, just lining them up, seeing all of them lined up together and racing them.
That was sick too.
You know?
But yeah, hopefully one day maybe we can get the EP3 down for something in the future as well. So let me know on that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, either way, guys, just want to say a huge thank you to you, Jamie.
Thank you, bro.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this one. Go check out the video on Jamie's channel as well if you haven't seen that already, but I assume you already have. Let's be honest.
Fingers crossed.
Leave a comment down below, like this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Jesse.